Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ibrahim Irsyad Hakim Murat, and I am an 11th grader at SMA Insan Cendikia al-kausar. Today, I'd like for you to imagine a world without fresh air and filled with pollution. A world without our beautiful forests and oceans. It may not happen right now, but it will happen in the near future if we don't act now. The future of our planet is in our very hands, and as young people, we have a very important role to play. Today, I want to talk about why teenagers are not just the future of our planet, but also its current protectors. I believe in our role of protecting the planet can be understood by these three main ideas that I am going to present. To elaborate on this, first, we should educate ourselves and others of the dangers the mining industry is causing to the local ecosystem, like deforestation, air pollution and water pollution, soil degradation, and the loss of flora and fauna. We can start by researching the specific impacts in our local areas. Use social media to raise awareness in current situations. For example, in Raja Ampat, several mining operations have cleared forest areas that are home to endemic bird species. The government has revoked permits from multiple mining companies, but this has sparked debates between prioritizing conservation and those seeking to maximize the region's economic potential. And do you want to know how I got this information? I got this from educating myself, reading the news, social media, and books. Secondly, we need to raise our voice and fight for a change. The older generation will always see us as spoiled and immature brats. Despite that, history has shown that the ones seeking change the most are among the young, like the university students who bravely led the Reformation movement in 1998 to end decades of authoritarian rule. These moments prove that the young voices can spark transformations. And with the same spirit, we too can urge the policymakers today to prioritize environmental conservation above short term economic gains, ensuring our forests, oceans, and biodiversity are preserved for generations to come. Because of this, we must begin with small but meaningful actions in our daily lives. For example, like the one activities in Bali, community led initiatives like Bye Bye Plastic Bags campaign that were started by two students have successfully reduced the usage of plastic in Bali and has even inspired other worldwide movements. These examples show that change doesn't always start with big corporations or governments, but rather it begins with individuals and communities taking actions. When we practice what we learn and consistently show our care for the environment, we not only protect our planet but also influence others, creating a ripple effect that can grow into a culture of responsibility by all. And so, what I wanted to say is through enough effort and hard work, through many efforts, through research, through demos, protests, and maybe a lot more, we can make it work. And in the first example that I have presented to you, Raja Ampat is a symbol of what will happen in the near future if we don't act now. Because if we don't act now, then the future may be worse than how it is today. So, the final thing that I want to say is we may be young, but our voices are strong. Thank you for listening to my speech, and Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.